Hello everybody, this is Dumpster Cat. Welcome back to another Pioneer video. In this one, I have kind of turned to the dark side in terms of finally being able to get my Sheoldreds. If you guys have been watching my videos, you know I just absolutely hate this card and don't think that it's too healthy for the format, but it's powerful, it wins games extremely easily, and so we're going to be playing it as a 3F here. Same thing with Beseju, finally getting my hands on these without having too much of a budget restriction anymore. It feels very good. This card is very good. There's a reason why it's like 60 tickets online and Sheoldred is what, like 40 tickets, so pretty insane, but feels good to get these cards and hopefully we can have a better win rate overall. I have adjusted the deck pretty drastically. I've been watching or seeing Mr. Bodingles, a really great content creator. If you guys are not already familiar with him, he does a lot of Orzhov stuff in Pioneer, Orzhov Midrange, which is really interesting. I've been meaning to play some Orzhov as of late as well, but recently he's been playing a archetype like this or list like this, black-green, leveraging Sheoldred and going a bit more over the top with this armored Scrapgorger card, which is kind of like almost a more flexible Scoos. If you know me, you know I miss my Scooses from this list. It's really sad to see him go, but we do have the Shadows, which is kind of like the new kid on the block in terms of Scoos or Scoos replacements. Same thing with Scrapgorger, kind of just like a graveyard interactive effect that gets bigger as the game goes on, and then surprisingly has some unique flexibility with being able to potentially double spell in a turn or in multiple turns, and then just ramping into your bigger cards. We are playing 25 lands, so you know that we're going to be a bit bigger. I am playing the Invoke Despairs. I think Bodingles was playing like the new Nissa, and then maybe some Asika's Chariots, but still going like pretty heavy on the top end. And I think I want to try out Invoke Despair. I have just been seeing so much mid-range Rakdos, some mono black, and then just like other variants in the leagues as of late, and I am just kind of sick of losing against it, to be honest. And I think that Invoke Despair, at least with how my playstyle kind of goes about, I really like Invoke Despair. It's just such an insane powerful card. Can be very, very swingy, and top decking it in the late game or just having access to it in the late game is really insane. That's why I'm playing 2 in the main, then 2 in the sideboard just for the Rakdos matchup, and could come in against if we see control or things like that. I really don't mind this card, and I think that the quad black in a deck that's honestly kind of coming closer to mono black really does not mean anything, especially with the addition of the Scrapgorgers makes our mana even better, and while still being able to play some really nice utility lands in the form of Double Hive, Mutavault even, and then some castles. So really like that, and the Takenuma as well. I think this card's just probably just like better off being a swamp, but we'll see how it is. It's really like never come up with me, but I guess it is still technically correct to run it. Same thing with Beseju, of course. I would like to fit in a Field of Ruin or two somewhere in this mana base, but we'll see. I've just copied the mana base from him, so I'm just gonna test it out and then make some changes later on. Another pretty spicy one is Murderous Rider. This is just kind of along the same lines of Invoke Despair. Inherent 2-for-1, or I guess Invoke Despair is a 3-for-1, right? Or potential of being a 3-for-1, but Inherent 2-for-1, really good against Rakdos, good against the slower matchups. Not too bad against aggros, just being a 2-3 lifelink, but you definitely want to be doing better in those cases. And yeah, just a really sweet card overall. This is one of my favorite cards, so really love seeing it, and I think that in a deck that is leveraging as many 2-for-1s as possible, or X-for-1s, where you really want to have access to a card like this, especially in a format that's pretty much dominated by Rakdos at the moment. I have made some concessions to the removal suite. We are playing 7 2-mana removal spells with the Lilies and Murderous Riders and Invoke Despairs. Could be a bit too much, but I just want to try it. I always like having a wide range of removal spells just because they're almost always going to be applicable, at least in some cases, pretty much against any deck in the format at the moment. I think Power Word Kill is definitely the best removal spell. Rakdos is playing this, I'm pretty sure, in a 3 of as of late. And yeah, it makes sense. I mean, Angels is on the down low, and so Power Kill is just pretty much premium removal spell in terms of being able to hit anything. I still love my decays. Bodingos was not playing decay. I think it's really good in the format. Just really flexible, like especially against mono white when they're playing cards like Wedding Announcement and Ossification out of the sideboard, and against Rakdos hitting Fables, pretty much hitting whatever, like hitting Trespasser and not having a downside is really key. I guess you could play Sheoldred's Edict, but I don't know. I don't like those types of edict effects, and I think that decay is just generally better. And if we're in the colors, then we might as well play it, right? Same thing with Trophy. I think I'm comfortable just having a copy of Trophy in the main deck as just a catch-all removal spell. I think this card is just really good, and I think that Power Word Kill is probably like on average better than Trophy, but I still like having access to at least one in the main deck. As you know, come on, we're black green. We gotta play Assassin's Trophy, at least one copy. Other than that, though, the main deck is pretty similar to what I've been having. The 3 drops are pretty stock at this point, as I've been saying. The Glissas, Trespassers, and Lilianas. I guess the only diversion from that is the Murderous Rider, but still really stock 3 drops. Love Glissa. Glissa has been great. Very powerful card. As far as the sideboard goes, not too many changes. I have been on the Ritual of Sits, just because I've been seeing mono weight a bit more, and I just always want to be ready for basically like the philosophy behind the sideboard is just I want to be ready for pretty much everything that we can without making like too many concessions or specific concessions. Like Ritual of Soot, great against mono white, right? But it has applications to like spirits builds. You could even bring it in against Rakdos or Sacrifice, things like that. So not like very specific cards such as like a License Hearse. I've been very comfortable with having 2 Hearse in my sideboard. I just think that despite Phoenix and Greasefang being a bit less common than they used to be, I still like having Hearse just in the off chance that we do come across them, because we're, it's Pioneer, it's Leagues Online, we're just inevitably going to come across those decks, despite the broader metagame being more oriented towards like Rakdos and I guess like control variants or what have you. I guess aggro, red-green vehicles we've been seeing a lot as well. I still like having access to the Hearses, and I don't think just like having 2 sideboard slots, it really means, or is that going to be, or will be much of a detriment to us. I think this card is just really powerful when we're able to land it, but pretty much only bringing this in against Greasefang and Phoenix. The Terror Sunders have still been really good. Again, similar to Abrupt Decay, like such a hoser against mono white, surprisingly, where you wouldn't really think this card would be good. Enigmatic Incarnation is great against, obviously. I bring it in against Greasefang, and just an overall very flexible removal spell. And if you need it to be, if you're like short on cards post board in the main deck, we could just bring this in as a exile anything for 4 mana and won't be too bad. Other than that, I have trimmed 1 grasp for the rituals, just because I think that with mono green on the decline, and with the extra concessions made to mono white with the 2 Ritual of Soots, I don't think grasp is going to be too necessary, so just the 1 for now. And then, of course, Damping Sphere. I'm a big proponent of having Damping Sphere in the sideboard just for Lotus Field, just because without having it, we have a pretty hard time of interacting with them. Even with the Duresses, even with the, I guess, Terror Sunders you can make a case for. But again, like not having any main deck like Field of Ruins, or like more trophies kind of is, or I guess even more Lilianas is pretty suspect to me. I get in the Lotus Field matchup, and so again I just want to be like, we have a very solid main deck and that has a lot of resources and utility and just straight power level, again with the addition of the Sheoldreds and Invoke Despairs and such, and now Glissa, of course. So I think we could have the choice of just making a sideboard that's generally good against a wide range of decks. Not sure if Extinction Event is going to be too relevant as mono green is on the decline, but I still like having access to this card as the off chance that we do see mono green, it's just going to be a hoser against them. And with the main deck Misery Shadows and the Scrap Gorgers again, this is not going to be, or we're not going to have too much of a bad matchup against them. That being said though, I think that's about it from me. I love having double castle main deck, feels really nice. Same thing with Double Hive, and Mutavault is a really interesting new one. I think this is probably on average better than Lair or Quagmire. This is new tech from Pro Tour. The one Japanese Rakdos player was playing it who got top 8 over, I think, just multiple Den of the Bugbears. Just because it's the cost of just having a 2/2 for one single mana is very, very nice and has a lot of utility, surprisingly. Yeah, okay, with that being said though, I would like to thank the patrons. You guys help me out so much. If you want to check out the Patreon, go ahead. At the moment, we have Al, Andrew, Naughty Grandpa, and Philip. You guys are awesome. Really enjoy you guys' support and really appreciate it. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and subscribe. We're getting a lot of new subscribers, so thank you guys so much. Let's try to really kind of push it here and get more push the content out to more viewers, and hopefully we could get some more success. I know I haven't been having too much success, but hopefully with the addition of the Sheoldreds and like the Pasaju and this kind of new build we have going, hopefully we're able to get some more success. With that being said though, hope you enjoy the video, and let's get on to the matches. Alright, here we are for match number 1. We are on the draw with a hand that we could for sure keep. Pretty well rounded, got early interaction, bomb for the late game. I think like having access to triple Sheoldred definitely feels so good. So let's keep this opponent mulligans to 6. I've been playing a lot of BGX on Arena as well, and in a like non-money orientated meta, and just being able to play triple Sheoldred all the time, the card is just so insanely powerful. It's really insane. So it looks like, yeah, vehicles, which is alright. I think I'll probably just take the Bone Crusher Giant and leave them with the, what is this card called? Miglaws? Miglaws? Okay. Just power word kill that. Yeah, I think we could pretty freely go for a Scrap Gorger. Because we are playing, oopsies, Invoke Despair, we do have to be a little considerate of our mana, at least the lands that we play out. So I was about to play out Pathway on green, but I opted to go for the Overgrown Tomb just because, okay, cool, just because we do have Invoke. Alright, and then, so this gets a Vigilance and Menace, +2/+2, or destroy artifact or enchantment. I guess I don't really care if they hit me for 6 next turn, so I think I'm just going to play out the Sheoldred. I guess I'll save the Giant in the graveyard for Trespasser if we come across it. But yeah, if they don't have a Crow in War, then Sheoldred is going to take over the game, but that would be like the only card that really gets us here. But I think we're still supposed to go for it, especially like not drawing anything else. I think that's correct. Okay, they give it Vigilance and Menace. Just swinging for 4, okay. So no Akroan War, feels good. that card just like absolutely hoses us. Stomping Ground, Shocked In. And pass turn, okay. So, do they possibly want to, I guess, just keep this on blocks? 3 mana seems kind of strange to me, though. I'm not sure what they play instant speed. Yeah, I don't really know. Well, I guess let's start by playing Mutavault and attacking. If they want to pump this and block, then we just kill it. Yeah, I'm not sure what they could have for 1 mana. Do they have like a protection spell? That would really kind of hose us. Okay. It's kind of strange. I mean, I'm not sure if I was supposed to just kill it main phase. I feel like, I don't know, them like having up 3 mana really kind of threw me off, so I just wanted to be a bit more safe. Layer. Okay, and just pass. So end step, we can, with the Scrap Gorger, exile card from the graveyard, just get it an extra counter. Okay. I'm not trying too much. Yeah, I guess we haven't drawn any non-land card. It's okay though. Let's just swing in. Looks like they're kind of bricking as well. I suppose they could Besage you here. I guess now we have to exile. Sure. I wouldn't mind seeing Trophy, more removal, Tire Asunder. Like Liliana would be alright. Just put this into play tapped. So take 4, go down to 10. Then they're at 8. Then we have a 3/3 Scrap Gorger next turn. A Mutavault that can come in. So they basically need akroan more. Yeah, looks like they're just flooded though. Which, hey, we'll take it. I guess we're technically flooded as well. The Sheoldred is just so good. Yeah, we're very flooded actually. Oh, I forgot to I've been forgetting to do this. I was just made a Patreon video, and I think I forgot to activate this like 2 times or something on end step. So I'm sorry about that, you guys. Actually, yeah, we would have had lethal if we remembered that. My bad. Because the block Sheoldred would go down to 2. Uh-oh, what is this? Oh, so Kenzen. Okay, so we wouldn't have had lethal. Okay. Thankfully not punished. That's okay though. Do you want to double block Mutavault? No. Okay. So go down to 6, and then they're at 4. Again, they still need to top deck Akroan War though. But yeah, definitely need to have a mental note of activating Scrap Gorger whenever we can. Kind of like a weird Scavenging Ooze replacement, I guess. There have been times where I definitely would have wanted Scavenging Ooze over it, but I think widely it is better and plays better alongside Misery Shadow. Wow, we are just literally not trying anything, like literally whatsoever. We have only drawn lands this game, which is kind of insane. So they could have a pretty big layer of the Hydra, but I think we're just supposed to still swing in, right? So layer could be 5/5. Ah, I guess I'm actually not supposed to. Killing Sheoldred would actually be like quite detrimental. I think we're just supposed to fade the top deck akroan more. Oh, okay. And I stomped that. Sure, whatever. Kind of opened ourselves up to that, I guess. Should have done the math before. But yeah, just no top deck akroan more, and then we're off to the races. Oh no. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay, wow. Well, that literally was their only out. Okay, that feels terrible. Now we just need asunder or trophy. Ah, oh, wow. Or another Sheoldred. Oh. Jeez. That was so terrible. Wow, now we're just literally dead, right? I guess not literally, but jeez, that feels so terrible. Without like drawing anything this game as well. Man. Yeah, jeez. Yeah, if we drew literally like any removal spell, we would have won. Powered kill. I guess that's technically keeps us in the game. I think we have to do this. So activate layer. Kill both of our creatures. Man, that top deck akroan more. Just like such a terrible card to get top deck against, right? Jesus. Oh my gosh. And this is a terrible matchup, so like getting, especially pre-board, so getting game one is so crucial. Man. Yeah, again, if we would have drawn like one removal spell to get rid of some other blockers early on so we could get lethal quicker, or just fade the top deck for one more turn, we would have won. Man. Yeah. Tough. I feel like our opponent might be a newer player. I'm not sure though. Just the way they activated like the make laws, that one turn on blocks just kind of didn't make much sense. And I guess the if we would have powered killed it on main phase instead of waiting till attacks, we would have won as well. Jeez. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking that far ahead. Yeah, we're just bricking so hard. Jeez. Okay. Well, that feels pretty bad, but it's alright. We do have the Terror Sunders. And I think Invoke Despair is probably a great inclusion for us. I don't think Shadow and Trespasser aren't too good. Liana seems pretty bad. I guess I could just trim on these. I'm not sure which one is better. Just like the investment of 3 mana for Trespasser and then being blocked by like all of their 3 drops doesn't feel the best. Whereas Shadow has more utility but is weaker at face value. I think probably just doing a split like that makes sense. And then do we want any like ritual sets? You could probably get behind like 1. Yeah, in that case I'll just get rid of that. Okay. Okay, on the play. Yeah, these hands, Sheoldred. Hey, if Sheoldred was as good as he was last game as he is this one, then hopefully you can win. Yeah, pretty nice hand though, especially with the removal spell. Okay. Land is welcomed. Definitely, like, yeah, turn 3 Sheoldred is actually quite good, not gonna lie. Especially, like, for sure against this deck on the play. But, like, I found just playing Sheoldred against mono white is just, like, they literally cannot beat it. Okay, it looks like they have Stomp. Goose, okay. Definitely like seeing that Terror Sunder. Yeah, hopefully we just take Sheoldred home. Rock him all the way to the grocery store. Okay, so probably just going to be killing that and then swinging in. Glissa is not too bad either. Yeah, I think so. Just want to pressure them. And then do we play other Scrap Gorger or just leave up Terror Sunder? They could have an Akroan War. And if we are left to Terror Sunder on our main phase next turn, that means we won't get to have an attack with Sheoldred. They could also have like Chariot, so yeah, I think I'll just pass. It's not like the Scrap Gorger is like a necessary play by any means. Just leave up the Terror Sunder. Yeah, God, Sheoldred is so dumb. I mean, it feels good to, you know, have the advantage like this, but man, is he a stupid card. Do have to be a bit wary of the scoos getting bigger. If they do have Stomp, then actually we can't attack with Sheoldred. So I think here they have 4 mana open. They didn't have Koronmore, no Chariot, so they I feel like they likely have like a Sky Sovereign in hand. We know they probably have Stomp. Not really sure what else. So I think I like just running at Glissa here and passing the turn. We don't, because we drew tap lane, we can't leave up Terra Sunder. But I think this is fine. And I mean, maybe I am fine with trading Sheoldred for Scoos plus Stomp. Just because we have the extra one. But I think I'll make them. I'll make them make a play first. If they just like don't use their mana here, then we're feeling pretty good. Yeah, so that's fine. And then we're gonna do anything. Okay. Yeah, so I think I feel pretty decent about that play. Oh, okay. So I suppose they just top decked that one. Yeah, thankfully we do have the Terra Sunder. Terra Sunder definitely makes the this vehicles matchup a lot better than it usually is. And so Scrap Roger doesn't get an oil counter when it exiles nothing. Yeah. Oh, I guess I should have done this on upkeep. That's okay. So give me my Sheoldred back. Then we could attack with Glissa. Yeah, Scrap Roger being like an additional mana source is actually really good right now. So if they have another Akroan War, then we're in pretty bad shape. Then we're just, yeah, needing to draw removal. Okay. Okay, 6 mana. Definitely feels good to be able to have a board state like this against vehicles, which was once just a terrible matchup, but Sheoldred just really kind of swings or turns the tide, and Terra Sunder as well. I think that's the kind of buff we have over vehicles, because usually like vehicles is the Rakdos Slayer or preys upon Rakdos, so definitely feels nice to be a mid-range deck and still be able to have utility against the archetype here. they just pass, which is kind of insane. They don't even have a 5/5 layer yet to block Sheoldred. So I legit don't know what they could have here. Might just, I mean, like, oh, they're casting something. Is this the stomp? Do they have multiple stomps? Okay, Stormseeker post-combat. Push was nice. So yeah, I think now we just attack. Knowing that they probably have stomp. And then just being okay with that. Because we just have second Sheoldred. Yeah, so they definitely just have stomp here. And I don't think we're supposed to play around another top deck Akroan War by pushing it here, so I'm just gonna let this happen. I don't know, maybe we are, because that's like the only thing that we die against. Okay. Well, honestly, okay, because that happened, I'll just do this. That's fine. Because we drew second push, I feel fine doing that. Okay, they concede. Sweet, okay. Well, that went pretty accordingly. Drew some more spells that game. I think I just want to run it back. Yeah, like Power Word Kill is just so good against them as well. Terror Sender as well. Yeah. I think we just run it back. On the play, or on the draw rather, it's definitely a bit more difficult though. Yeah, deck feel is really powerful. Just like having obviously Sheoldred drawing in both games was quite nice, but the Terror Senders and just general like other utility of the deck feels really good as well. Okay, well, I don't think this is really a winning hand, so I think we have to put it back. I guess this is keepable. Again, want the Sheoldred, but okay, no turn 1 elf is good, especially with having Thoughtseize. Ooh, okay. May even see Invoke Despair this game. Let's see what they got going. They mulligan to 6 as well. I don't know if I mentioned that. Ooh, okay. Yikes. Double Chariot is really scary. If we take Skoos, decay the other, then we just leave them on having 2 lands and hope that they don't get the 3rd and 4th one like before we can cast Invoke Despair. Oh man, this is kind of close. I mean, like my general idea here is we take Chariot and then we're just fine if they have Skoos. Like it's a 2/2 in the early game because this matchup is just so likely to go to the late game that like trying to hurt their or get them stuck on mana is probably like not going to be that good of a plan generally speaking. So I think I just take Chariot even though it feels pretty bad. But yeah, I could definitely see taking Skoos there, decaying the other, and then just like being fine with that. Okay, another Invoke Despair. Now we just want to be chaining land at the top. And I think I will take the 2 damage here. No, I'm just gonna decay this now. I think they're just so likely to play Scoos after combat then. Oh, okay, lose that mana. Okay. So, really hope they do not have the 4th land for next turn. Okay, nice draw. Pass. So I'm definitely glad about my chariot take at the moment. Okay, no immediate land. I think I'm just going to do this. Hope they... Ah, wow. Yeah, this is kind of going wrong. Okay, well, I mean, there's the 5th land. Invoke Despair not incredible on this board state, with them just having the tokens. But I mean, they have 1 card in hand, and Invoke Despair not hitting artifacts obviously is not good. But yeah, they have 1 card in hand, 2 cards now. They're not crewing Chariot. What? Okay, I guess I'm walking. Do they have a stomp? What is this? Okay. Jesus. Okay, sure. Wow. I was definitely not expecting that one, that's for sure. It's 3 to equip. I guess I invoke Despair. Invoke Despair, they sack this. Take 2. Then we're at most taking 8 damage, go down to 3. Alternatively, we could just decay whatever they want to attack with. But is that a winning line? It's pretty close. I think I'll just pass. They could have like a creature into crew, chariot, and have lethal if we just go for Invoke Despair. So I think we're just supposed to pass. Although it feels pretty bad with how this game has gone. Okay. Yeah, maybe Invoke Despair is not the choice. So they do crew chariot. And then, oh, okay, and then equip there. So I guess this gives them lethal. Sure, okay. Jeez, okay. Definitely doesn't feel good to go down like this, but yeah, what can you do? I think we're supposed to make this block, right? Yeah, it has trample. So go down to 1. And then, yeah, I'm just very dead here. Dang. Tough of luck. Yeah, I don't think Invoke Despair is good in this matchup. I think I just want more Terror Sunders, to be honest. And Sheoldred, I guess. Okay, well, I'll see you guys for match number 2. Okay, here we are for match number 2. We are on the play with a 2-lander. I think I'm gonna risk it and keep it. We have 4 castable spells, I guess. Yeah, I'll keep it against perhaps an Izzet deck. Guess we'll find out. Oh, what? They're not, is it? Oh, come on. Okay, well, Spirits is usually a pretty tough matchup. I think just having our hand full of removal, we just take the Lofty Denial to make our lives a bit more easier and just have a more straightforward game plan. Scrap Gorger. Just do this now. So definitely want to hit lands. If we're able to do that, I feel pretty confident with the contents of our hand. Just really want them, just want to like get it so they're top decking. Lantern Bearer. Oh, okay. I think we do have to just go Scrap Gorger here. Kind of fine with this play. Makes it so we don't have to like instantly kill like one of these other better spirits. Okay, it looks like they have Rattled Chains, if I had to guess. Come on, land. No such luck. I could also just level this up, I guess. I think I'm just still gonna pass. I guess they just have one unknown, so it would have to be like Rattle Chains or another counter spell. Okay, no level up. So that makes me think more so of a them definitely having something. All right. Interesting. Okay. So I mean, we're just in such bad shape with not hitting lands here, so I think we do just have to go for the removal here. And I will just go after the Phantom. Yeah, okay. Okay, well, there's land. Because I do shock it in and then go for Murderous Rider on the Phantom. Which is a little painful, but I think it's worth it leaving the blocker back. Yeah, them having double Faceless Haven in this game too really kind of sucks. Invoke Despair, definitely not a good draw either. I think I'm just conceding here. There's like really no way of getting out of that. Yeah, just being stuck on lands even for like, what was that, like a turn or two? And just really detrimental to our overall game plan against, you know, a tempo deck. Okay, definitely want Ritual of Soots. I think that's it. I still like the Thoughtseize it, even though they're still a little awkward. Sheoldred definitely seems like another beast in this matchup as well, if we're able to resolve it without them having a Brazen Barber. Yeah, not the best hand. I think we have to mulligan this one. Okay. Jeez. Okay, well at least that's something. Although it is 5. I think I'm just gonna go like this. I think just like having potential access of Sheoldred is just like way too good. Even though it means we run the risk of getting screwed again, like being on 5. I think being on 5 cards, we just really have to maximize our outs. Okay, great draw. I think I just push that. Yeah, so even like Glissa next turn doesn't seem terrible on the play. Okay, so either they have counter or rattle chains. So if they do have counter and we go for Glissa, then we don't necessarily have a guaranteed Sheoldred next turn with the tap land. I think we're just still supposed to go for it. Yeah, I don't think we can afford to play around a counterspell here, honestly. Okay, it resolves. Rattle chains. Oh, just a spectral sealer. Okay, got it. So Phantom. Okay. Phantom and pass. Ooh, okay, we drew that. That was good. So they only have like spell pierce. No Geistlight Snare because they don't have an enchantment. shadow. Okay. Yeah, just ran out the big dumb thing. Definitely our draws pretty good. Drawing lands. And please no brazen barber. Please one time. Please. Okay. Pass. Okay. I like that draw. I think I will leave the Glissa back. Well, I could just race them, honestly. Yeah, let's race them. I was thinking leaving the Glissa back for this non-flyer yet. Yeah. But yeah, let's just race him. Yeah, no brazen barber. Let's go. Yeah, this is also just like so good if you're drawing these cards. And then, yeah, let's just run out Shadow. Yeah, dude, oh my god, Sheoldred's such a broken card. Spellbeers? Oh, slip out the back. Okay. That's okay. So we could take 7 here. But yeah, they're just dead next turn. So they kind of have to leave blockers back now. Okay, I just concede. Well, Mulligan survive, plan to cast Sheoldred off of 2 lands in the opening hands worked out. So I'm not complaining there. On the draw now, I think we just run it back. We don't really have much else to bring in. But yeah, we could definitely get beat pretty easily on the draw now. Okay, yeah, that's a good hand. I mean, no Sheoldred, but good hands. And then we'll go into 6 as well. It's great to see. We'll see if Ritual will be relevant this game. Okay. Glissa is not too bad. I'm gonna feign having a fatal push here, and not like F6. Could be like somewhat relevant. I mean, it's kind of obvious I would have pushed the Phantom here, but that's all right. Yeah, and I think I do just do this around permission. Taking the Phantom, the Lord, just to prolong the game as much as possible. I don't think going down a line of like not doing anything or like running at the shadow and like trying to get max value of Ritual of Soot is really the play. Ooh, actually Thought Seize with them just passing here is really nice. Yeah, I don't really want to Liliana into this open mana, so I think, yeah, I think I'd just go for the Thought Seize plus Shadow plan. Even though it's kind of tempting to run this out. They could just very easily they could have like rattle chains, of course, but I think very easily they could just have like either slip out the back or counter spells. So I think I'm just gonna prioritize getting the information. Okay, yeah. And then yeah, they could counter this. Okay, they're just gonna boost that guy up. Makes sense. They play Island. Cannot block. And honestly, well, I feel like whatever we play just gets countered here. This doesn't have flying yet, so this is only a sensor. So actually Liliana doesn't seem terrible. Yeah, let's try that. They can't level this up, give it flying, and have lottery denial. Rattle chains. Oh. Wow. Okay, so that gets us pretty well here. Now they could lofty denial. Yeah, okay, well. That's pretty decent. I will now just leave this back on block duty. Yeah. And then let's, if they're gonna swing in here, okay, they just top deck a land. So they're definitely just gonna level this up and swing. They should do it now. Yeah. Okay, so can't block. Take 6, but we can just Ritual of Soot to clear things up. Yeah, I think I prefer that over Power Word Kill. And I guess technically we could get in for an extra damage here. I think this is the line. Could alternatively go like Glissa into Power Word Kill the Ascendant Spirit, but I think I like this better. Just clears up the way. Then yeah, we just like get to play Glissa now. Have Power Word Kill to kill whatever they play. 7 life is still pretty fragile though. We have some pretty live top decks in the form of like Liliana, Trespasser, Sheoldred. Just like any removal is decent as well. Okay, nothing land. So it makes me think they either have land or, again, rattle chains or permission. I think I'm still going to draw a card here. Thoughtseize is probably the worst draw. That's okay though. Push, okay. my bad. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, let's push this now. Okay, Mausoleum Wanderer and immediately passes. Makes me think they don't really have anything. Ooh, Takinuma. This is also 3 mana because we have Glissa out. Could get back Liliana and cast her. Seems quite good, honestly. Let's attack first. I think I'm going to go for that, though. Yeah, 5 is okay. This is only instants and sorceries, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go for it. Oh my god, Sheoldred. Well, it's very, very tempting as well, though. Okay, let's actually take that. I think I'm just gonna kill this right now as well. Oh no, oof. That's actually really bad for us. Shoot. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. Wow, that was like the only card that got us there. And the Phantom off the top. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, I totally thought that we got it there. Jeez, that really sucks. So close. I'm trying to think if we could have done anything different. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe like kill it on their turn while they're F6'd. Try to just like guarantee, like, you know, play around anything possible. Ah, man. That one feels terrible. Just so super close. Okay, well, I'll see you guys for round number 3. Okay, here we are for match number 3. We are on the draw. The 2-lander. I think we're gonna have to put this one back. Okay, a bit better. Still a 2-lander, but more castable threats. I think we'll just put back this second Thoughtseize. Hopefully we get some more success. Deck has been feeling quite functional, but still not getting exactly where I would like it to be. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Magma Opus Torrential Gearhulk deck, seemingly with creativity as well. I could probably just take Fable here, I think. Seems like the most logical pick. We have Trespasser if they want to cycle this Magma Opus. Okay, they drew Steam Vents. Okay, Blooming Marsh, take that. I think I'll just go with the second Thoughtseize. They can Izzet Charm this if they want, it'll be okay. If they don't, I'll take a Gearhulk. Okay. So Gearhulk, definitely the most difficult threat to deal with. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just running out Trespasser. Alright. Take their instant. So they get some... Oh, Stern Lesson. Draw 2 cards, discard, then create a Power Stone, which can cast Gearhulk. Okay, that's pretty sweet. So... So they won't have Gearhulk mana next turn. It'll be one off. Could also decay the Power Stone token if we need to. I'd imagine they discard Opus plus something else. Oh. Oh, it's just discard one. Okay, I see it. So Spectral Hazard goes away. 5 mana pass. Alright. Trespasser transforms, play lands, and let's go to attacks. So they could still Magma Opus and then Gearhulk, unfortunately. Unless we go Decay, Power Stone, and then decay the treasure token. Which I actually don't think is a bad idea. I think just allowing them, or not allowing them to resolve this card is, with Magma Opus in the graveyard, is what we want to be doing. Yep, and then go like this. This may be a bit aggressive, but Decay doesn't really have too many other uses, I feel like, here. Okay, there's their sixth, or rather fifth land. And now we can hopefully just exile the Magma Opus. Okay. Looks like opponent's a little salty in the chat. Yeah, I think I will not activate Hive. And just play out Shadow. Okay, they have nothing. Okay, and just concede. So I don't think I was too lucky there. We just, you know, kind of took the risk of decaying their mana sources, keeping them off Gearhulk, and we knew that we would be able to exile the Magma Opus, which was their game plan, if we went down that route. Okay, so the rest definitely seems good. Asunder actually seems quite good as well. Just hits Gearhulk, hits, you know, treasure tokens as we saw last game. Hearst as well. Not sure that we want Invoke Despair if they run like cheap counter spells. Liliana doesn't seem too good. Could probably cut her. And then maybe cut like a Decay. Power Word Kill. The pushes aren't too ideal, but they still have Fable. Yeah, I think I'll still run it like this. Well, probably Decay is better than push on average. I think that's fine. Okay, I will keep this, I suppose. Thought Season 2 Graveyard interaction seems pretty decent. Okay, Terra Sunder's a nice draw. Alright, so they do have creativity. Kept a 2-lander, but double Magma Opus. I think I just take Fable like last time. Could play around creativity, and they're pretty far off of casting it. This doesn't draw on discard, so yeah, just take Fable. Sheoldred was a nice draw, okay. So Scrap Gorger or Shadow? I guess just Scrap Gorger. Alright. So 2 unknowns, and then Creativity, Epiphany, and Opus in hand. There's the 3rd land, alright. So if they top deck a red mana, they get Creativity for 1, which would get them Gearhulk into Opus. So I think we still have to leave up Terra Sunder, actually. Yeah, I don't feel bad just playing out the Shadow and leaving up Terra Sunder. I think I'll just do this now as well. Actually, nah, I probably should have waited on that. Yeah, probably a bit too cute there. Yeah, no reason to. I was thinking that if they had like a kill spell for the Scrap Gorger, I'd want to just get the value right away, but I think that's pretty unlikely, given their hand and their sequencing here. Yeah, but definitely just should have kept this untapped, because now they could just get another one in the graveyard. I mean, we do have, obviously, the insurance of Terra Sunder, but we should have not allowed opponents to kind of guess that we do have removal, or at least interaction for this creativity coming up. And I guess actually now they could, if they had a red source, they could creativity for 2, which would really put us off our game. Okay, thankfully they do not, though. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna attack and then pass. We have, yeah, Scrap Gorger to exile the Magma Opus in case of the creativity, and then just Terra Sunder. And I guess I'll just shock this into leave up Swift End if we need it to, for whatever reason. They can have Sublime Epiphany coming up here, though, if they really want to. Prismari command. So treasure, and then draw 2, discard 2, okay. Okay, so the discard creativity and epiphany, so they're left with, I guess, 4 cards, 4 unknowns now. There's that 4th land, shock in. So they've just drew another epiphany, looks like, or creativity. Okay, so let's tear asunder one of them. Okay. So they get Gearhulk, and then we could just exile whatever they target. Yep. And then just swift end this. Okay, sweet. Okay, they just concede there. Yeah, I mean, we just had the interaction for them. Tear asunder was a sweet draw, but we're running 3, so I don't think we got lucky there. Yeah, pretty sweet deck, though. Definitely the thought seizes on the fables were quite crucial, I would imagine, in both games. So, yeah, pretty cool. See you guys for the next one. Alright, we are here for match number 4. On the draw with, yeah, keepable hand, playing against Gigantha. Hopefully not sacrifice. Hopefully this just means this is auras. Yeah, I just do not like playing against sacrifice. If this is auras, this isn't the best hand, but decent. Oh, okay, so this actually could be, what, like the hammer time deck? I think I'll just run out of black source. Hold up push. Which could be pretty fun for sure. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, sweet. So they get an equipment. Just get the hammer, okay. So next turn they could technically have like land, haste creature, Sigarda's aid, hammer. So I feel pretty comfortable just leaving up push. No real reason to run one of the 2 drops out. Could maybe make a case for Scrap Gorge just to ramp into Invoke Despair, which seems pretty decent in this board state. But yeah, and they just have it, so definitely glad about our choice. So I'm not going to push this right away because they can flash in the hammer and then we take, what, 11? So I'm not going to do that quite yet. And then here, yeah, just play Scrap Gorger, I feel like. And then I'll push this whenever they play the hammer in response. Or push in response to whenever they play the hammer. Okay. So next turn we do have an invoke. I just put Gigantha into hand, alright. Feel pretty good about that. Do we want to invoke Despair? I think I actually feel pretty comfortable just not doing that. Instead, just playing out 2 creatures, pressure them a bit more. Probably just save invoke for next turn when they assumingly either play Gigantha or play another creature. It seems like they're pretty far away from being able to equip, so yeah, I don't feel bad about making that play. And let's go for the Trespasser first, so get this out of the way, and then we're going to have to end up exiling our Fatal Push, but that's alright. Another matchup where Terra Sunder seems really good. Terra Sunder, I honestly may just want to be playing the full 4 of in the 75. It's just so good. I was thinking like against vehicles, it's just such a hoser. Okay, well, we definitely get rewarded with how our opponent played this out, as we just get to cast Invoke and make their day pretty difficult. Okay. Uh-oh, what's happening here? What the heck? Whenever I'm pressing, do you see that in the top left? Whenever I press 1 to pass it, I could backspace it? What the? Okay, that was weird. So I'll leave a push here, I guess. That's strange. Never seen that before. Mutavault. Oh, and so they sacrificed the fighter's class. Oh, they just have another one. Okay. So let's see what they get here. Shadow Spear. Okay. Alright, I guess we just make the same attacks. We could activate Mutavault, actually. Yeah, I don't think I would mind trading Mutavault for their Mutavault. Oh, I guess we forgot to exile something with Grab Cordier last turn. Forgetting that too much. Okay. So yeah, again, I don't care if they block like this, so I'll just not push. Okay, then if they're gonna do this, then I will push. And then I'll just let the damage go through, and then I suppose just play a second Trespasser seems decent. Okay, and they concede. Sweet. So yeah, like I said, Terra Sunder's just really good. Invoke Despair is pretty good there, but I'm not sure if we want extras because they are quite fast. Honestly, maybe just fine with like what we have going here. Probably maybe cut 1 Thoughtseize on the draw, maybe 2. Yeah, I think everything we have is pretty decent. I'll just cut 2 Thoughtseizes. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about Invoke main. Like, where it's powerful, it's really powerful, but it is a little clunky. Like, against the Spirits matchup and the Vehicles matchup, it was not really ideal. Not sure what else I would play, though. I guess just more 4 drops, or some other 5 drop. But yeah, I've been liking the removal suite. It's maybe a bit too much, but I am a mid-range player who really enjoys just having a wide range of removal. Maybe the Murderous Rider I could see cutting, but I think I still don't mind him too much. Okay, decent hand. Definitely would like to draw into some more interaction other than just the trophy. But good hand nonetheless. Functional. Okay, no turn 1 play. Decay, sweet. Oh, I suppose actually Beseiju is technically a pretty relevant removal spell against them. Although we do need to draw more lands to be able to do that. Okay, Seasoned Halblade. It's a pretty decent one. I think I'm just going to be passing here. Again, like last game, they could just have the Sagaria's Aid into a hammer. Drawing second decay was pretty nice though. Not too worried about this one, given that we have our decays instead of the pushes. Fighter class, okay. So I think I'm not gonna decay that, right? Yeah, it's just like not too relevant. It's more of just a okay, so it seems like they have hammer in hand. So I'll just pass again. We are taking 3 a turn, so at some point we have to do something. And it would have been nice to play Scrap Wardrobe given that we're not drawing lands. Interesting, do they just not have something? I'm kind of confused. Shadow Spear. Okay, well I'm just gonna do this. Oh, okay. That's fine. Scry to the bottom. So I guess that's what they're holding up. Okay. Yeah, I'll pass. I guess like if they equip plus have another one of these, then they don't even equip. What? So we put Gigantha into hand or something. Another Hollow Blade. Okay, so now we're under some pretty decent pressure. They do have another one there. Okay, so that second one is pretty relevant. Another scry to the bottom. I think here probably that we just run out Sheoldred. Yeah, it's just a brick wall to their creatures, and they're like, given that they probably don't have a hammer, I'm fine with making this play. I guess they could have hammer, and they're just wanting to draw into Sagaria's Aid. What is this? Okay, that's pretty cool. We drew a Glissa, which is not bad. So this is... So I guess if they have hammer now, then we're in pretty tough shape, so probably don't feel bad about just like playing Scrap Gorger and passing. I'm not going to be playing around the third one of these. Okay, there it is. So I can just trophy this. If they had to have another protection spell, then I guess we still trade, but we take a bunch of damage. I think I'm just gonna try to go for the high upside play of doing this. Okay, sweet. No basics either. Yeah, I felt like they didn't really have anything there. Okay. Sweet. Ooh, Liliana's actually kind of nice. Drawing land would have been nice so we could like double spell, but I think we just go Liliana, Edict, and yeah, play out a shadow. Then can we attack? Probably not. Not just yet. Showdown of the Scarlet, okay. It's a pretty decent one. So they get a land drop plus hold this up probably. I just play out the creature. Okay. Another Season Hallowblade, alright. I think I just want to play Glissa. So worst case scenario, they just get a huge Seasoned Hallowblade, but we could just block it with Glissa. So in that case, I think we can just attack. If they have a hammer, then well, I guess they can even equip hammer. Yeah, okay, let's just attack. Okay, they take the damage, so I think I'm fine leaving this back as a blocker, so I'll just pump this up once. Go down to 9. Play Glissa, pass. Actually, could we have killed them? I think we could have killed them with the shadow if we pumped it up. 4 more, they would have been a 3. Okay, never mind. Very close though. So we know they have Gigantha in hand. But 2 more unknowns. Feeling pretty confident about this. Okay. Another showdown. Okay. Wow. So, yeah, that's definitely something. Okay, no land though, which is good. Okay, they're attacking Liliana, so I think we double block. Then we edict, and then I think we have just lethal. Okay, discard Gigantha. And then this still survives. Glissa does die. They're back up to 12. Ooh, okay, so I think that actually should do it, right? Well, if we edict, they get rid of that thing. Then we could put them down to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So is that just lethal? I think so. Yeah. And that way we don't have to power word kill this. And then if they sacrifice this, then we just pop this. Okay, so they do go for that. Now we... Nothing has haste, right? No. This should be fairly academic. Well, let's do the math. So we kill this. They ping us for 1. Then we attack in. This is a 6/6. Then 10 damage. Then they lose 2. Okay, yeah. Oh, and it exiles. Okay, yeah. Okay. Very nice. So yeah, they just needed an instant speed wave. Either killing Sheoldred on upkeep or gaining life here right now. I'm not sure if they could do that. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I've never really had trouble against this matchup. Having access to green with Terra Asunder and like all of our like non-land targeted removal is just really what we want. And yeah, see you guys for the next one. Okay, we are here for match 5. We are fortunate enough to be on the play with 5 lander. Probably gonna have to put this one back. Yeah. Okay, this is a lot better. Just put back a pathway. And yeah, we're playing for the 3-2, which is exciting. If we... I mean, I guess no matter how this goes, I'm pretty comfortable with the deck as is. Uh-oh. If this is what I think it is, then this may be difficult of a matchup. think it might be black-green sacrifice citadel. Oh, okay, well. Seems like we have a pretty good start here if they're not going to be... Oh, what in the world? Oh, it's fight rigging, okay. Huh, okay. Wow. Jeez, I don't even know what I take here. I guess it's just the fight rigging. But if they get to 3 mana, they can do a lot of things. Well, I guess I don't... yeah, I don't actually care about this that much. Well, no, I'm going to be using my removal on the elf. Yeah, so I guess I just take... But like, triple Regisaur is so scary. I'm definitely just doing this. So fight rigging Atraxa. It's a pretty scary one. So no land for Sheoldred, but Trespasser is definitely acceptable. Try to start a clock. Okay, there's second land. Sweet. So I think even if they have third land for Regisaur, we should be like in pretty decent shape. With Sheoldred in play. Okay. Yep. Okay, so if we attack with Hive, they block Sheoldred, they take 7, down to 3. I don't think we're supposed to do that. And then, yeah, we just have them killed next turn. Yeah, if we attack and then Sheoldred triggers again. Okay, so a pretty sweet deck at fight rigging Atraxa. Got pretty lucky there with our sequencing. Definitely drawing the second power word kill was pretty necessary. Yeah, pretty cool deck. Okay, post board, tear asunder. Duress? Probably not. Invoke despair? Maybe. Everything seems pretty decent. I guess I could trim some shadows. Maybe Trespasser. I don't think I want the additional invokes. I think we just want to like disrupt them early on. Yeah, okay, I'll go like that. Okay, bit of a slow hand land-wise, but I think I'm still keeping this. Just have 2 premium sources of interaction. Okay, turn 1 elf is pretty good though. So they could easily be off to the races here. Yep, it's pretty good. Play Passeju. Zombie, dinosaur. Yeah, pass. So make them discard Great Henge. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, does that mean they have a second one in hand? And we're punished for holding up our spells? Yep. Okay, well I guess we do have Terror Asunder, but that's still pretty good. Ooh, and a Sheoldred. Jeez. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to kill that one. I guess I should have done it before that. Okay. Wow, what a turn 3, jeez. Okay. So, I think I have to kill this Terror Asunder, or this Great Henge. We're taking 8 down to 5. But then we have a Sheoldred next turn, and then they're just kind of out of resources. Plus Glissa could block. Yeah, I think we have to do that. They also have to discard here. But yeah, that was an impressive start from them. Another Sheoldred. Does that mean they have the third one? No, they don't. Okay. And there's pass. How strange. What could they have kept over Sheoldred? I have no clue. Stubborn Denial? I'm not sure. Drawing Decay, though, makes me actually just want to play Scrap Gorger. I'm not sure if they play removal, but if they do have removal, which may be better than just a Sheoldred in that case, then we may just want to play out the Scrap Gorger and then have the uncounterable removal for Regisaur. Yeah, I think that's the play. Okay, I'll let them discard. And then, oh, what the heck? Wow, that's really sweet. And then I think I'll kill this in their draw step. Or just right now, I guess. Because they could top deck a Great Henge. So they kept that over Sheoldred. It's pretty interesting. Yeah, I feel like just keeping Sheoldred there is better, but this is really sweet. Yeah, I guess this is pretty awesome with Atraxa. But yeah, now we just get Sheoldred of our own. Pass. What a freaking card. Everybody's playing it. I really love our opponent's deck though. Fight rigging into Atraxa, Sultai colors as well. Seems really, really fun to play. Okay, so yeah, we should be pretty good from here on out. Their top decks are pretty scary, but we just have like a lot of resilience. Let's take the Great Henge. Okay. So they do have 8 mana. Rather, 7 mana. now 8 mana, so they can just top deck. I guess they can't cast Atraxa, but like anything like this is pretty scary without us having removal right now. Keeping the creatures in the graveyard for Trespasser, by the way. Okay, well that makes me feel a lot safer. Let's see if they want to block. Nope. Okay. Cool, cool. And yeah, just pass. Okay, yeah. We definitely got a bit lucky with them floating out there. But okay, yeah, I mean, deck feels pretty nice. Yeah, let's see you guys for the wrap up. Okay, so post-league, deck feels pretty functional. So we won against, let's see, Izzet Creativity with Gearhulk and Magma Opus rather than the typical World Spine Worms and a Ghost combo. Also won against that really sweet black-green Fight Breaking deck, and then the red-white hammer deck. So all those decks are like probably like tier 3 or whatever. Definitely not tier 1, but still feel great that I think we 2-0'd all of them, so it definitely feels very good. And then lost against Vehicles and Spirits, Mono Blue Spirits, which are both pretty difficult matchups, but both of those matches felt extremely close. So I'm definitely alright with those results. The only thing that I would like to change, I liked the removal suite. I do have to say I do like the 7 2-mana removal spells, although it does definitely seems like a bit too much. I may want to add another Liliana over the Murderous Rider, just because I think Murderous Rider may just be a bit too slow and doesn't really help us out in any of our bad matchups. I think I'd rather just have something else. And then I may be off the Invoke Despairs, although they weren't entirely bad. They weren't terrible. I think we may just have like better choices, but I have to think. I definitely like them in the sideboard. I think the 2 in the sideboard make sense in this deck that has 25 lands and then Scrap Gorger to ramp into them. It's just great against Rakdos or Mono Black. But yeah, the 2 in the main can probably be something else. I'll just have to think about it. Also another one, I think I just want to be playing the 4th Terra Sunder in the 75, probably just the 3rd in the sideboard, just because it's so good against Vehicles, which is a terrible matchup. I think I feel pretty comfortable with just hedging against them, and like Terra Sunder is so good in the meta right now. Like pretty much like all the decks we played against except for Mono Blue Spirits, I guess you could say, although it hits their like Curious Obsessions. Terra Sunder was a very nice removal spell and always relevant. So yeah, I think it's just really good in the meta right now, and it's definitely a great reason to be green rather than red. Same thing with Glissa, and yeah, the decays really impressed me as well. Same thing with Trophy. Like, I don't think I'm going to shy away from these cards in the main deck, even though Power Word Kill is like a really solid removal spell, which was quite relevant. I'm definitely high on this card. I still like because I mean, we're green, we gotta play these cards, but also they're just like extremely flexible, and I just really like having access to them. Maybe a bit boomer of me, but I think they impressed me this league, so I'm not going to shy away from them. Probably the Trophy is like the most suspect, but I think just having access to, if you're not playing this in your Golgari deck, at least one copy, I feel like that's probably incorrect, just because it's just a catch-all removal spell, which in our colors I guess we do have some insurance against like all types of permanents, right? But I don't know. I feel like there have been like so many situations where it's just like, if I draw a trophy here, I'm going to feel, or I just really want to draw a trophy here to ensure my my percentage of, or chances of winning this game. Kind of like Maelstrom Pulse, just like always like to have it around, even if it is a bit clunky at times. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys like that. Definitely feels good to be going positive again. Sheoldred is just so powerful. Sheoldred was just like the spotlight of this league. He's just such a powerful card. Like, just landing it against vehicles and against spirits just meant winning the game, pretty much. Same thing with mono white humans, any sort of aggressive deck, pretty much just any deck in general, but especially aggressive decks and decks that like vehicles that their only answer to him is akroan war, which is another reason why I don't want to add the third Terra Sunder on the side. But yeah, really just Sheoldred is a dumb, broken card. We should play him. Glissa has still been doing very well. Like I said, I might cut the Murder Strider for, say, like a third Liliana, or maybe like a 1-drop. Like a 1-drop creature, something like that. Not really sure yet. Yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the recent love on the channel. Really appreciate that. It's really awesome to see all you guys out there testing your BGX builds. And yeah, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.